PC Dean.
Okay.
Card number 17920.
Thank you. And yourself?
Okay?
Why are you lot all coming out like this? You're making me feel nervous.
Because
like.
when people start filming outside of our police station, it tends to alert red flags. Okay?
For what reason?
Mainly for terrorism. I'm not saying you are.
No,
okay?
You're just flexing unnecessarily. Yes, you are.
Flex unnecessarily. You're not an issue to me. 179.
All right, I'm not an issue. No worries.
You're not an issue to me.
Good.
I have no reason to flex to you.
Okay. It's not about me. It's about you. This is about your ego, not about mine. Not about your. Yeah, of course it is.
Your ego needs to be approved and swept and fucking stroked because you're standing.
Did you just swear?
Because yeah, I did just swear.
So you
just in a public place.
Yes, of course you're in a.
Watch PC Dean launch the terrorism card within seconds, admitting zero suspicion while demanding ID. This is law enforcement 101 gone wrong. Manufacturing fear to justify a fishing expedition. The auditor's calm response while being accused of potential mass murder? Pure professionalism. When an officer says mainly for terrorism about a man on a public sidewalk, you're not watching policing. You're watching institutional panic disguised as protective procedure. The red flag isn't the camera. It's an officer who sees terrorism in broad day.
Hello?
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, are you?
I'm not too bad. What are we filming for?
Because I want to.
Did you want to?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's going to get troublesome. I already know what's going to go down. Look at. No particular reason, just because this is what I've chosen to do today. Would you mind identifying, please?
PC Dean.
Okay.
Card number 17920.
Thank you. And yourself?
Okay?
Why are you lot all coming out like this? You're making me feel nervous.
Because
like.
when people start filming outside of our police station, it tends to alert red flags. Okay?
For what reason?
Mainly for terrorism. I'm not saying you are.
Okay.
Okay, but mainly because majority of people come around, they like to film our cars, know what our registrations are, know what our police officers look like.
What?
Okay?
Okay.
No procedures for getting in and out of the building safe and securely. So that in that way they can potentially perform a terrorist attack, okay, and have it all on recording. So that's why we come down and we like to check to make sure why they are. So you asked me to identify myself.
Here comes a Section 50 bluff. PC Dean threatens arrest for antisocial behavior, while the auditor demolishes his argument in real time. Notice a strategic shift from terrorism to nuisance because the first lie didn't stick. The officer's expression when told he must prove actual harassment, alarm, or distress. That's the look of someone realizing they're intellectually outgunned by a citizen who read the Police Reform Act. Authority evaporates. Desperation sets in, and we're only minutes into this masterpiece of overreach and legal ignorance.
No,
Why is that?
I'm not required to. I'm not committing any offence.
You're not required to because you're not committing any offence.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, you are in a public place.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Exactly.
So under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act,
Okay.
you could be required to identify yourself with name and address, or you could be arrested. Okay, if your behaviour is believed to be
antisocial.
behaviour.
So am I behaving antisocially?
Filming outside of the police
Does
station
not constitute antisocial behaviour. No. Is that the route we're going to go down? I'm not going to give you my name. I'm not going to give you my name. I wouldn't suggest using the Section 50 power. You would have to prove that I'm behaving antisocially, causing members of the public harassment, alarm, and. Okay, so how's my behaviour?
If you're filming and the fact that you're standing outside, there's a member of the public to walk past and feel completely distressed by the fact that you.
How would they feel distressed by that? Am I engaging anyone else? I'm just here filming you.
When you walk past.
What are we doing? And are you going to nick me now? Are you?
What I'm going to ask you to move on, sir.
I'm not going to.
Enter the magic pavement defense, where double yellow lines become a mythical force field separating public from private land. PC Dean's impromptu geography lesson fails spectacularly when the auditor refuses to step across an imaginary boundary. This is what happens when officers realize threats have zero legal teeth. They invent physical barriers. Watch how the auditor staying put forces the officer into an impossible choice. Admit defeat or manufacture confrontation. The pavement isn't private property, but the humiliation certainly becomes privately his to own.
At the moment you're not in a public place, sir. This is cast as a private property.
Nah, it's not. It's not private property. And even if it was, no, I'm not. Look, this is a pavement, mate. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what, sir. If you want to be in a private place or a public place, take a step in that pavement.
No, I'm good here.
I'm
good here. So this is not a private place. How is this a private place? Look at where we are. Look. Just so the camera can pick it up, yeah? So if it...
So there's your yellow lines.
No. You're talking nonsense, mate. You're talking rubbish. And there you are, mate. You're trying to flex jurisdiction. Let's just pack it in. Yes, you are. I will carry on filming. No, I'm not going to step there. So we've gone section 50, and now we're talking about private land. What's
Right
next?
down in the Metropolitan
What's
Police
next?
Office.
What's next?
So I'm correcting what I'm telling you.
No,
okay?
you're just flexing
I'm not
unnecessarily.
flexing at
Yes,
all.
you
I'm not
are.
to flex unnecessarily. You're not an issue to me. 179.
All right, I'm not an issue.
Crack
No
it down.
worries.
You are not an issue to me.
Good.
I have no reason to
Good.
flex to you.
Good.
You are not that much of an issue.
Good.
I'm
Then
saying,
there should be no reason. There should be
Back
no.
onto the
There should be
pavement
no.
over there. It's not a problem
There
at
should be
all.
no concerns about me filming. Then, if that's the case.
Well, generally there is concerns.
Well, you just said that I'm not an issue to you.
You're not an issue for me to flex. That means I'm not bothered by you. You're not big, high and mighty, okay?
Okay. It's not about me. It's about you. This is about your ego, not about mine.
It's not about
Not about your. Yeah, of course it
Your
is.
ego needs to be approved and swept and fucking stroked because you're standing.
Did you just swear?
Because, yeah, I did just swear.
The mask cracks completely. PC Dean drops an F-bomb, gets called out, then retreats to, "You're not an issue to me," while refusing to leave. That's not how innocence works. You don't stick around to tell unimportant people they're unimportant. The ego collapse is tangible. He's gone from terrorism to antisocial threats to pavement police, now just performing damage control. When an officer confesses, "I did just swear in a public place," you know the power dynamic has flipped and he's grasping at straws.
Public place.
This, of course you're in a public place. You just committed Section 5.
I'm not in a public place.
Hold on.
This is private land.
Dean, bruh.
This is
Pack it
private
in,
land.
mate. Pack it in, mate.
Public place is over there.
Pack it in, mate.
Public
Mate,
place
pack
is
it
over
in
there.
right now. Don't swear again. We're all in a public place. This is all public.
Private.
This is all public. This is all publicly accessible. Show me where the boundary is that denotes public and
Yellow
private.
line.
No, double yellow line doesn't denote private property. Dean, mate, you're digging yourself a hole. You're digging yourself a hole. You just swore. You started with Section 50. Then you're saying private property. Even if this was private property, it's a civil matter. This is publicly accessible. This isn't private property anyway.
This is private
mate,
land, sir. This is
mate, this has not been good. Mate, this ain't good.
PC Cook arrives with a soft approach, introducing the Orwellian concept of unknown risk, code for we don't know you, therefore you're dangerous. Watch how she pathologizes anonymity itself, suggesting being unidentified makes you a threat. The auditor's counter about grannies with cameras exposes the absurdity beautifully. This is guilt trip policing. No actual crime needed, just vague feelings of discomfort weaponized into security concerns. It's emotional manipulation, not law enforcement, and it's designed to make lawful behavior feel somehow suspicious.
Swearing. Can I swear? Can I use the F word?
You can swear if you want, sir.
So I can say fuck, yeah?
Congratulations.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I feel good, yeah.
Well done. Okay. Just we'll carry through. We've got that paper.
And you did swear in a public place.
Private.
This ain't private, mate. No, it's not. You're making yourself look ridiculous. Just go back inside, mate. All right.
In addition to what my colleagues are telling you, you have to take a pinch of common sense as well.
I don't have to take a pinch of nothing. I don't have to take any advice from any of you. I'm in a public place filming, which is lawful. And you've tried to threaten me. Yeah, you have. Yes, you have. You haven't educated me. I'm educating you right now. Go on.
Like, with you standing so close to the entrance.
I'm not obstructing you, am I?
No, but you need to listen. With you standing so close to an entrance, filming, that poses security questions for us, okay? There are people who wish to do the police harm.
Okay, I'm not one of those.
The auditor becomes a professor, delivering an impromptu fiscal policy lesson that leaves both officers intellectually paralyzed. When he meticulously breaks down tax funding and public ownership, you witness cognitive dissonance in real time. Wait, he's actually right. This is our salary paying for this building. PC Cook's desperate gifted to us rebuttal is pure administrative fantasy. This is absolute checkmate. You threatened me, lied about property boundaries, and now you're getting schooled on basic civics by the same man you accused of terrorism 2 minutes ago. Magnificent.
Well, you have to go based on what you do know.
You haven't identified yourself. So
I don't
we have
need to.
treat you as an unknown risk. So we don't know.
Why am I at risk? This is a camera.
Because you're an unknown risk. Common sense.
Based on
would-
what? If an old
Sir,
granny
you're
was
not letting
filming
me
here,
finish.
would she be an unknown risk?
You're not letting me finish, so that you can't understand my point. Okay. By you standing here, common sense would dictate that poses a security risk.
Why?
to the
Is the building not
police station.
secure? Like, you
Well,
lot
if
are
you
armed, like
standing
you've got a
here-
taser. Like, what sort of security
With
risk
you
is it?
standing here constantly, filming cars coming in and out. Right next to doors
Marked
that
cars that are paid for by the taxpayer. I've got every right to film them.
Right next to where gate opens in and out. Like I said, you're an unknown risk. You've got a bag. We don't know what you've got on you. You could run in.
Alright,
You could
well,
have something on you that we don't know.
Yeah, well,
so that's why.
I mean, there's lots of members of the public that have stuff on them that you don't know.
I know, but they're not pose.
Are they all unknown risks as well? Yeah, well, I can be here.
Everyone's an unknown risk.
Everyone's an unknown risk. We don't live in a police state where everyone's an unknown risk and you're constantly...
7. The retreat is glorious. PC Dean's "I don't like to unnecessarily criminalize people" is the ultimate face-saving surrender. Translation: I can't arrest you because you broke 0 laws. Notice how they slink away, defeated, after wasting 15 minutes harassing lawful activity. The auditor's final dismissal. You're dismissed, go away, is the perfect cherry on top. From terrorism suspect to dismissed in 15 minutes. That's what knowing your rights looks like. And it's precisely why officers who bend rules hate cameras documenting their misconduct.
What sort of you lot have been brainwashed or something? I'm just a member of the public. Chill out. We're not all unknown risks. What are they teaching you in training? Unknown risks. Is this a police state? Do you have to spy on each other? All like we all have to like snitch on each other? What's going on here? Like, what is going on here?
So we have to manage risk. So we always have to manage risk, and that's why we have to do unknown risk and known risk. So anything that we don't know is unknown to us, so we have to treat it with an element of caution.
Okay.
Yeah? That's fair to say, isn't it? That's a common sense approach to this. And because we don't know you, you've not identified yourself with us, we don't know the risks that you pose.
Would you identify yourself?
Yeah, I'm PC Cook,
okay.
1654.
Sure.
Yeah? And I'm just talking to you like I would to anybody else.
Alright.
And that's the point I'm trying to impress to you today, sir, that's all.
Okay, now what?
Well, like my colleague said, because we don't know you, we don't know the risks, we are going to just ask you to move on to the public point.
This is public here. 100% this is public here.
But with your proximity.
And even if it was private, this is publicly accessible. Look. Just for some context, right? He's saying this yellow line denotes where it's public, where it's private. So how could this possibly be private property? Even let's say hypothetically it was private property, yeah? Who owns this property? Does the Met Police own this property, or would they hypothetically lease the property?
Owns this property.
No, they don't.
Council.
Okay, right. So who pays for the council? How's the council funded? I'm pretty sure this is leased anyway. I'm pretty sure the Met don't own this.
This was gifted to us.
So,
you know that for a fact, do you? Well, you got flowers on your radio.
Why not?
I'm asking why.
If you went into a shop and they had a counter with no barriers either side, you would know that
that shop's not paid for by the taxpayer.
No, but behind that kiosk area, even though you can access it, is an inaccessible point. That's another common sense approach. So you can see that from there to here, and then this bit here to dictate that this is not a public part of the domain. Yeah?
Okay, well this is all paid for by tax money, so.
But you have to you understand why we're talking.
You understand how like fiscal policy works. So the government tax, and then they spend on public services, and this is that. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's a fiscal policy. It's an economic policy, right? So it dictates how spending and taxation works.
Okay, I'm not here for a lesson. I'm just trying to talk to you.
Right. And I'm just trying to explain to you
as a person, from a person to a person, why we are managing the risk of somebody standing by the entrance that's constantly used to a police station.
Okay, have I satisfied that I'm not a risk?
Well, no.
Alright, well how are you going to satisfy it then?
Well, we're just
remember, everything I'm doing right now is perfectly legal, so just remember that. And it's not antisocial. Well, why did you backpedal on that?
I didn't backpedal.
Yeah, you did. But why are you not nicking me under section 50 then?
Because I've got no reason to nick it. Okay. I'm trying to approach you with common sense. I don't like to criminalise people.
Oh, thank you. Good,
so,
good.
Me and my colleague have tried to appeal to your common sense nature, but clearly.
Good. I'm happy that you're not. I'm happy that you're not criminalising people. That's good. You know of any officers doing stuff like that?
Do I know of any officers unnecessary criminal?
Yeah. Never heard of that. Right, good. Good. Why? How you know you swore in a public place as well?
I didn't swear in a public
place. Yeah, you did.
Place, yeah. I did not. And if that has offended you, then I do apologise, but I did not swear in a public place.
You did. You said the F word. I've got it on camera.
I swore, but I'm not in a public place.
All right. If you say so. Okay. Yo, we done?
Yeah, you go back your day.
All right, you're dismissed. You're dismissed. Go away. Yeah, dismissed. Muppet. Swearing in public, section 50, private property. Yeah, you're a Muppet, mate. Shut up. Fucking Muppet. Private place this, swearing that. Yellow line denoting public property. What the fuck's this guy talking about, man? Complete Muppet. We don't criminalise legal behaviour. Yeah. No hell you don't. No hell you don't. Don't criminalise.